The silence of the night in areas of Niger State has been shattered by a level of violence that makes the heart bleed, especially as we navigate these early days of 2026. While the world was still recovering from the New Year festivities, a massive group of heavily armed bandits, believed to be operating from the deep, dark thickets of the Kainji Lake National Park, descended upon the Kabe District in a coordinated assault that can only be described as a massacre. We are talking about the Kasuwan Daji market, a place where ordinary mothers, fathers, and traders gather to survive, being turned into a literal furnace. These attackers didn't just come to steal, they came to destroy. They set the entire market ablaze, burning shops and food items to ashes. But the most painful part of this gist is the human cost. Over 30 people have been confirmed dead, with some reports suggesting the toll could be as high as 42, including innocent souls and school children who were simply in the wrong place at a time when they should have been dreaming of a bright new year. The story gets even more chilling when you realize that among those taken into the forest are students from St. Mary's private Catholic schools in Papiri. These are children, some of whom were reportedly re-abducted after barely escaping previous horrors, now being dragged into the bush to be used as bargaining chips. This attack comes at a time when the atmosphere in Nigeria is already supercharged with international tension. You see, the gist that everyone is talking about in the corridors of power is the direct challenge these bandits seem to be throwing at the international community, specifically the United States and the newly inaugurated administration of Donald Trump. Just a few days ago, on Christmas Day 2025, the U.S. military carried out unprecedented airstrikes in Sokoto State, targeting Islamic State-linked militants in what was described as a collaborative effort with the Nigerian government. By launching this massive raid in Niger State so soon after those strikes, these criminal elements aren't just attacking a village, they are effectively daring the US and President Trump, testing his resolve after he labeled Nigeria a disgraced country and threatened military action if the genocide against innocent citizens did not stop. If you are following this developing crisis and you feel that the safety of our children and the sovereignty of our nation should be the #1 priority, please take a quick moment to hit the like button on this video. Your engagement helps ensure that these stories of our brothers and sisters in Niger State are seen by the people who have the power to make a change. And if you want to stay updated on whether the Trump effect will lead to more drones in our skies or how the Nigerian military plans to respond to this daring massacre, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now and turn on that notification bell. We are tracking every move from the White House to the presidential villa in Abuja to bring you the facts behind the headlines. So join our community and never miss a beat on this unfolding security saga. The related talk currently buzzing among security experts is whether we are witnessing the beginning of a proxy war on Nigerian soil. President Trump has been very vocal, designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern due to religious violence and even imposing visa bans in late 2025. This has created a massive diplomatic row. While some Nigerians are calling for US intervention to finally end the banditry, others are terrified that the northwest and north-central regions could become a battlefield for foreign interests. The bandits in Niger State seem to be using this chaos to their advantage. By attacking a market in Kasuwan Daji, a place that serves both Christians and Muslims, they are trying to show that no amount of foreign precision strikes can protect the local population on the ground. The Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, was very clear in his condemnation, stating that these faithless enemies of humanity are trying to divide us along religious lines. But the reality for the villagers in Borgu is much simpler. They are being killed and they feel helpless. President Bola Tinubu has already ordered a massive manhunt, directing the military and the DSS to track down these perpetrators who are using the national park as a shield. But the gist remains that the terrain is incredibly difficult. These bandits move on motorcycles, strike quickly, and vanish back into the wilderness before the dust even settles. The fact that they can operate with such impunity, killing 30 people in one night and kidnapping scores of women and children, suggests that our internal security architecture is still struggling to keep up. Some are speculating that if the Nigerian military cannot contain this, the US might take even more unilateral actions, as we saw with the Sokoto strikes that Trump first announced on his social media platform before our own government even spoke. As we look towards the next few weeks of 2026, the situation in Niger State is going to be the ultimate test of the new security partnership between Abuja and Washington. Will the US increase its footprint to rescue the abducted Papiri students, or will this dare lead to even more brutal crackdown by our own forces? The families in Kabe District are not interested in the politics of Washington or the diplomatic language of Abuja. They just want their children back. They want to be able to go to the market without fear of being burnt alive. This massacre has left a deep scar on the nation, and the world is watching to see who truly controls the forests of Nigeria. I want to hear your take on this. Do you think the bandits are intentionally trying to provoke a foreign military response, or are they simply taking advantage of a weak state? Do you support President Trump's threats of military action if it means the end of these kidnappings, or are you worried about our national sovereignty? The comment section is open for this very important conversation, and I want to see your opinions there. Please share this video far and wide so that the cry for justice for the people of Niger State can reach every corner of the globe. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do it now. Your subscription is the best way to support our mission of bringing you the deep dive stories that the mainstream media often overlooks. We will continue to follow the rescue efforts for the kidnapped children and any further international developments. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and I will see you in the next updates.